Hello and welcome to the Cantina of Comics, where we drink a little and we read a lot.
Today we're going to show you how to make Porga Coladas.
And we're going to show you a very special comic book collection. Welcome to the Cantina of Comics. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kristi.
And what are we making today?
Today we are going to make what we like to call Porga Coladas.
I don't know, is that how a pork sounds?
I don't know.
Let's just say.
Just kind of
Wiggle your little arms around? Okay.
All right, so we're going to put some ice into our Ninja.
Okay. Lots of ice.
And then we've got pineapple juice.
Okay.
Now, this is 8 ounces of pineapple juice. It will make 2 drinks.
Okay, so basically 4 ounces per drink.
Yep. And then...
Is that pork milk?
This is... honey.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you could milk a pork. I don't know.
I've never thought of it. So we're going to do 4 ounces of coconut milk.
Okay.
And then...
The secret ingredient.
And then we're going to do...
Which is not so secret.
8 ounces of rum.
What?
Fun. This is exciting. Remember how we were talking about adding more alcohol in order to make it more interesting?
So if it calls for 8 ounces of rum, do we put more in? No, let's stick with the 8 ounces.
6 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
6 ounces.
Because then I'm not sure we have enough ice.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes, we're ready to blend.
Put the lid on.
And away we go.
I feel like we need more ice. I'm so sorry. You know what I need to do? I need to make a practice run.
Yes.
And then that way I know
Because this
exactly,
is the first time we're making this.
Yeah, we definitely need. We could pour it over ice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We can always add it in post.
In post. All right.
Okay, so this is the Porga Colada. So, you know, a take on a pina colada, but a Porga, we've Star Wars-ified it.
We do.
Okay, are you ready to try this? Here we go.
It's a little underwhelming.
It is. I think it needs more pineapple juice.
It might. It may be actually some fresh pineapple like blended up in there.
It kind of tastes like the rum overtakes everything.
I feel like the coconut milk needs to be a little bit less and a little bit more rum.
Okay, we're experimenting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But in the meantime, do you know the Porga Colada song?
No.
It goes a little something like this. If you like Porga Coladas and getting stuck on Act 2, then I know a Jedi who could really help you.
Nice. I like it.
If you like swinging lightsabers at midnight and falling into a cave, then I got a training partner and her name is Ray.
Oh, nice. I love it.
All right, so that's a Porga Colada. Okay, coming up next, we're going to show you some very special comic book collections. And welcome back to the Cantina of Comics. Now, there were no new Star Wars book releases over the past couple weeks, so what I want to talk about is something that's kind of really near and dear to my heart, and that is a very special Star Wars variant cover artist, John Tyler Christopher. Let's give you a little bit of backstory. So Marvel, back in the day, had the license for Star Wars back in 1977. They did 107 issues plus 3 annuals. Then when the whole Star Wars died down, then Dark Horse bought the license for Star Wars. So then when Disney acquired the Star Wars franchise, and they already had Marvel under their umbrella, it was the perfect opportunity to relaunch the Star Wars comics, and they did it in a big way. It had over 82 variant covers of issue number 1, and one of those variant covers included a gentleman by the name of John Tyler Christopher. John Tyler Christopher, like many of us, grew up on Star Wars, and Star Wars had a big impact on his life. Grew up as an artist, eventually got a job with Marvel as a variant cover artist, doing variant covers for series like Hawkeye, Dark Avengers, and Spider-Man. So a little bit ahead of the launch of the new Star Wars comics series, Marvel contacted John Tyler Christopher, or for this case, we'll call him JTC. They contacted JTC and said, would you be involved in doing some very special variant covers? Well, at that time, he was swamped with jobs and said, I don't know, I think I'm done with the variant covers. And then they said, well, it just so happens Marvel reacquired the Star Wars license. And that was it. JTC was on board. In 2015, Marvel launched the new line of Star Wars comics with issue number 1. And man, oh man, it was huge. Eventually doing 7 reprints of the first issue. And as we mentioned before, there were 82 different variant covers of issue number 1. JTC did 2 of them, one of which was a little homage to the original Star Wars series back in 1977 with Jax the Bounty Hunting Rabbit. Another variant cover that JTC did was the action figure cover. Growing up, action figures was such a huge part of my life too. I remember going into the store, seeing those action figures on the peg. A big part of it was not just the action figure itself, but the card back that the action figure came on. JTC, a lover of the action figures too, paid homage with one of his variant covers. Here is an issue number 1 with the Luke Skywalker card back on it. And when I originally saw this, I passed on this because there was just so many different variant covers. It wasn't until about a month after the first issue had come out that I was wandering through Hastings and I saw this cover and I said, you know what? I kind of like this now. And that launched JTC into the variant cover universe, eventually doing 121 different variant covers. Some came out along with the release of the regular cover, some are JTC exclusives. And that brings us to our current release. This is the Star Wars, okay, it's a long title, the Star Wars Action Figure Variant Covers Collector Book by Marvel. This issue features 100 different covers that JTC did. It has an introduction too, but this has a lot, especially from the beginning. It takes you through Star Wars, Empire, Jedi, and then it also has some expanded universe like Dr. Aphra. We have 000, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn cover, and so all this is just a collection of 100 of his different, oh look, Ben Solo, Rise of Skywalker. It has a lot of different covers and it's just a nice collection to be able to flip through. It's kind of like a coffee table book, but you want to keep it in your long box. And so that's a little bit of a look and the history of the Star Wars Action Figure Variant Covers Collector's Book by Marvel.
Doing them drugs, them adrenal drugs. Whoa.
Okay, so we made our Porga Coladas. Now, this is something that you know about me, but a lot of people don't. I like to collect things. I like to collect Star Wars things. You know that all too well. And when I was a kid, I collected as much as I could, the Star Wars Topps trading cards. Yes. And they would come in a pack, and you'd open up the pack, and then you'd get the cards and find the ones you had, traded the ones you already had with the ones that you didn't have, and it came with a sticker, some cards, and a stick of gum. Now, I've recently gotten into collecting sealed you know, Topps trading cards, because it just, you know, there's nothing better than opening up a brand new pack. But the problem is, I got this off eBay and it was unsealed.
Oh.
Yeah, it had already.
That's gross.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know if it was the glue holding the wax together, it came out. So I thought, why not just open it and see what we have? So we're gonna open this up and take out our cards. And we've got, oh, look at all these old cards. Look at that. Got a sticker, Psy, Snoodles. And then, so we got
this
also.
This is what I'm talking about when I said gross.
Oh, look at this. This is, oh, this is the gum that's all broken up.
I'm afraid if you eat that, you'll get an illness of some sort.
What kind of illness can you get from gum?
From 50-year-old gum?
37-year-old gum. Thank you very much.
Gum.
So I'm going to say
like
you're
moldy.
in the. I don't think that's mold though.
That's gross.
I don't think it's mold. I think if I could just put it back together, but it's like a really tiny. I guess when I was like a little kid, this seemed like such a huge piece of gum.
You better brush your teeth before you kiss me. Oh man.
Oh, it just disintegrated.
Spit it out.
It just disintegrated. Spit it out.
Spit.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Well, I'm not going to spit it out, but I'm not going to get any more of this. Oh. Oh, that's just awful. It just disintegrated like dust in my mouth. Like, you know, when you eat a dirt clod.
No, I don't do that very often.
I used to as a kid. I guess that explains a lot. Oh, that's...
Unreal.
Okay.
Gross.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Cantina of Comics. You don't want to be.
So you want to drink some Porga Coladas to get that?
Yes, to wash the bad taste of that dirt out of my mouth. Oh, don't forget, you can find all of our episodes of Cantina of Comics on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe to Utini's YouTube page. Get all the great videos put out by all the great Utini members. I think I did better on the.
Cards.
Now I already have these as far as the cards go, except for maybe the sticker. I don't know if I have the sticker.
I wonder if the sticker's still fixed.
I don't know. Try and taste it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Cantina of Comics. And what are we making today?
Today we are going to make what we like to call Porga Coladas.
I don't know. Is that how a pork sounds?
I don't know.
Let's just say.
Just kind of move around.
Wiggle your little arms around. Porgatinis.
Porga Coladas.
Oh, Porga Coladas.
Yeah.
Porga Coladas. Okay, so we made our porgatinis. Now, you know this about me.
It's a Porga Colada. I'm gonna pour your teeny.